Hello and welcome to Tech Time Stories. I'm Tabitha and I work at Connection Corner, the library's technology branch. We will be reading stories about notable people and concepts in the fields of STEM, which are science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Today we will be reading The Doctor with an Eye for Eyes, the story of Dr. Patricia Bath. And then we're going to look at some optical illusions. Wait, stop. What's wrong with that page? We use a green screen, so green pages become see-through. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, continue. If you like to think big, but some say you're too small, or they say you're too young, or too slow, or too tall, pay no mind to their doubts. Just follow the path of one awesome inventor, Patricia E. Bath. On the 4th of November in Harlem, New York, one family, the Baths, got a gift from the stork. A baby, Patricia. Quite clever was she. All the good she'd accomplished, the world would soon see. Now this girl from New York, she loved playing with boys. Her big brother, so thoughtful, shared all of his toys. Every hobby he had, she would copy. It's true. She said, anything boys can do, girls can do too. Yet the toy she loved most, she will never forget, was a gift from her mother, a chemistry set. Well, it got her to thinking, hey, science is neat. This new passion of hers, it just couldn't be beat. As she grew a bit older, she yearned to do more. With science, I'll help the world sick and the poor. And a friend of the family's, a doctor so swell, inspired the teen. I can be one as well. But doctors back then, most were men, you will find. Still, Patricia stood firm. That did not change her mind. See, her father was smart and a jack of all trades. He had taught her, we're equal, all colors, all genders, all shades. Yes, her parents were thrilled. They encouraged her goal. They said nothing's off limits, no job, dream, or role. The Baths didn't have much, but were wise nonetheless. Education, they said, is the key to success. Now the problem with that, every nearby high school was only for white kids with money. Not cool. So to high school by train, nothing stopped her, you see. And though most kids took 4 years, she finished in just 3. What next? Off to college, then medical school, where she found that her classmates were boys as a rule. And when girls weren't allowed to sit in the front row, Patricia said, phooey, that won't make me low. All those unfair restrictions did not bring her down. There were more pressing matters and no time to frown. A decision was due, what her focus would be. I've been thinking, she said, I will help people see. Then she studied the eye as an eager intern. Treating hospital patients was what helped her learn. Through her work, she discovered there's something not right. Her black patients were blind 2 times more than the white. What has caused this to happen, she wanted to know. In locations like Harlem, where money is low, she came up with a plan. We must conquer this plight. The public, she said, must prioritize sight. With this mission in mind, the new doctor went west. At a school near the sea, she spread word of her quest. She was young, but her knowledge and skill made her wise. She taught hundreds of students to understand eyes. But it wasn't all cheery. Some things she would fight, like the desk in a dungeon that barely had light. "No, thank you," she said. "I will need a new placement, 'cause nobody puts Dr. Bath in a basement." Well, she got that new desk. Then she hit a grand slam when she started an eye doctor training program. She would lead it for years, and what makes that so sweet? She'd be the first woman to achieve such a feat. Do you think she stopped there? No, sirree, she did not. All her goals to help people, she still had a lot. "I want to find better treatments for blindness," she swore. Straight to Europe she went, where she studied some more. In cities like Paris, she learned about lasers. "These light beams," she said, "will be little eye savers." She practiced for months. And one final mention, her research, it led her to make an invention. The tool she developed, a new laser probe, fixed the eyeballs of patients all over the globe. If you've ever heard of someone that has laser eye surgery, that's what she invented. And because of her work, those without sight for years, like 15 or 20 or 30 more years, they could finally see. We should give her 3 cheers. Hooray, Dr. Bath! Hooray, Dr. Bath! Hooray, Dr. Bath! But wait, she did more. She created a place to bring hope to the whole human race. Its motto is this: rich or poor, black or white. Healthy vision's important. It's everyone's right. She's at the American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness. Pretty cool. Now, for all that she's done and the progress it brings, Dr. Bath is well known. She's accomplished great things. But applause for her work? Well, to her it seems strange. Fame was never her wish. What she wanted was change. Yes, that girl from New York with the chemistry set, who was born when most doctors were men, don't forget, grew to be quite a hero, but she'll never boast. It's her will to heal people that matters the most. So if helping the world seems too hard, you are wrong. If some say you can't do it, don't listen. Be strong. Like Patricia, stay focused, push forward, shine bright, and you'll find all your dreams will be well within sight. And that's the end. The doctor with an eye for eyes. Here's a real picture of Dr. Bath and a note just for you. Since Dr. Bath studies eyes, let's learn a little more about how eyes work with the brain with some optical illusions. What exactly are optical illusions? Optical illusions are visuals that trick our brains into seeing things which may or may not be real. They use color, light, and patterns to create images that mislead us. Your eyes are constantly working with your brain, and illusions actually have more to do with how your brain works than your eyes. When our brain processes the information gathered by our eyes, and there's too much, it creates a perception that does not match the true image or reality. Basically, optical illusions happen when our brain is trying to interpret what we see and make sense of the world around us. When the input is confusing, with parts left out or too much all at once, our brain interprets it differently. Let's check some out. How many feet does this elephant have? Do you see boats or clouds? Maybe both? What part of this cube is in front? Can you find the gray dot? It appears to move as you scan the white ones, but nothing's actually moving and there is no gray dot. Would you believe these lines are all straight? It's true. These too, they're all straight. Try getting a ruler and making your own optical illusion with straight lines. Do you see these circles moving? They're not. What about this? Do you see a vase or two people? If you'd like to learn more about how optical illusions work or see some different ones, try checking out these books from the library. That wraps up our Tech Time stories for this week. I hope you enjoyed learning about Dr. Patricia Bath with me and checking out some optical illusions. Join us next month for another exciting story. And don't forget, knowledge is power.